Hi everyone, it's Shannon. I am so excited to have you here today because we're going to be making some red, white, and blue Dollar Tree home decor DIYs. I love that Americana homey feel. So let's go ahead and jump right into these 4 Dollar Tree projects. For the flag block, I'm going to be using this wooden drawer box that's from Dollar Tree. Keep the inside part, but we're only going to be using the outside part for this project. I'm using my white Waverly chalk paint and giving the whole thing 2 coats of paint. You're also going to need, of course, red and blue paint for this project as well. Once your white paint dries all the way, you can move on to adding the blue paint. So basically, I kind of pretended like my block was sliced into 4 equal pieces, and I'm painting in the top corner square with the blue paint and a foam paintbrush. I'm only going to be adding 2 red stripes to my flag, and I'm starting at that blue square at the top first. And I'm using a chisel brush for this. It kind of makes it a little bit easier to get those nice clean lines. I did have to go over this a few times to make sure my red was nice and dark and didn't kind of have a see-through look with the white paint underneath. And then I'm using my chisel brush again with some white chalk paint over the blue to paint on a star. I wanted my flag to have more of a rustic look, so I'm just taking a sanding block and going over the edges. I thought it'd be super cute to make a bow for the top, so this is Dollar Tree burlap ribbon. I just made a circle with the ribbon and then gathered the center together before cutting my tail off. I creased the middle of that circle, and then I used some jute to tie around the center, tied a double knot in the back so it would all stay secured, and then cut my tails of jute off before hot gluing it into place on top of that block. This little guy is so cute, and I can't wait to add him to my 4th of July tiered tray display, which is the plan I have for him, but he would be so cute on a centerpiece or tucked onto a shelf. Now to make a really simple red, white, and blue banner, I'm using these checked hand towels from Dollar Tree, so this literally will cost you $2 to make. I also have some jute on hand and a big needle so that I could feed my jute through. That's how we're going to piece all of this together. So I just folded my hand towel in half long ways, and then I made a template because I wanted all of my banner pieces to be the same size, and I cut out around that template using really sharp scissors so I'd have a nice smooth edge, and I cut out 8 pieces all together, but of course there is plenty of fabric left over for you to make your banner as long as you need it. Here I am taking my jute, which is fed through that really thick needle, and I'm pushing it from the front right corner of the first banner piece, and I'm pulling it pretty far down on the jute. My jute had some extra little pieces that were kind of balled up on there that I had to pull off so I could get it to feed all the way through. And then what you want to do is take your needle and feed it from the back up through the front of the left corner of your banner piece, and that way it will put your jute behind it so you don't actually see your string. So you can see here, this is the front, and when you flip it over, that's where your jute will be. And you want to continue doing this process throughout your whole banner with however many pieces that you have. Of course, I'm alternating mine back and forth between the red and the blue. I love the way this turned out, and it looks so cute in our kitchen entryway hung from my hook board, which luckily now we don't have any more coats or jackets we need to use for the summertime. So now I can just have this space looking cute. Next, we're going to make a really simple and cute red, white, and blue candle holder. I'm using white and red sand from Dollar Tree, and they didn't have blue sand, but I did find these blue glass pieces, and this is also a Dollar Tree pillar candle, and it's pretty much how you would think. You basically just fill up this glass cylinder, which is also from Dollar Tree, with your red sand first, next your white, and then your blue glass pieces on top of that. I did not use all of the red or white sand. I didn't want to fill it up too much. I wanted to make sure that I left room for the candle to sit on top. Once I had that all poured in, I just kind of smushed that candle down into the center so I could kind of build some of the blue glass up around it. And it just turned out so cute. I have it on a little tray with some lace here, but so cute for red, white, and blue decor, and so easy. Dollar Tree has amazing canvases, and I had never seen this bigger size. It's an 11 by 14, and I was so excited. I grabbed several of them because I have more ideas coming up on how to use them. So if you're not yet, please subscribe for more DIYs and ideas using Dollar Tree supplies like you see in this video. And what I'm doing here is I had some muslin fabric, which is super inexpensive. You can find it at the craft store. You can find it at Walmart even. And I flipped it upside down onto the fabric, cut it out quite a bit larger than the canvas size. And then I used my hot glue gun to secure it. Basically, it's kind of like you are upholstering it, but you are just gluing fabric to the back, pulling it tight. You want to work from the sides, and then next do the other two sides. That way you get an even stretch whenever you go to flip it back around. Dollar Tree even has t-shirts that you could use for this instead, or you could tea stain a white t-shirt and kind of get this same look. I wanted to give you a close-up look of the fabric that I'm using, the muslin. It has these little speckles in it. It's a really pretty kind of primitive fabric, which is why I was using it, but you could use any kind of fabric that works for you. I am taking apart a flag that's from Dollar Tree here. I just was careful to remove the staples that was holding it onto that dowel rod. I'm keeping the dowel rod because I also have an idea of how I can reuse that. And being very careful to place this in the center of the canvas and using my hot glue on the corners of the flag to hold it all down and keep it in place. All four of these projects were so quick to make, and thanks to using Dollar Tree supplies, you could create all of them for under $5 each. I have more Americana DIYs popping up on your screen. I hope you will check out next. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe for weekly DIYs and inspiration. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.